G'day legends, and welcome back to another episode of That Slot Cargo News. For a Tuesday, we have got plenty to get through. Pendle has a heap of new cars for sale. We get a closer look at the Bond, Lotus Esprit, and much more. So let's get stuck into news for a Tuesday. So welcome back to the episode, legends, and before we get stuck into some car news, as always, a massive thank you to the official news sponsor, Pendle Slot. Please check out their socials linked in the channel description and of course this video description. But now let's dive headfirst into some car news. We'll kick off with something very cool from Escort. So kicking off the car news, we're going to visit Pendle Slot, who are showing a lot of cars on offer. But before we do that, they have shown us some photos of the Lotus Esprit from the Bond film. Now, a very popular car in the movie world, and I think this one will be really popular with the Escort collectors. And if you are a Bond fan, this one's probably a must for you. These pictures taken by Pendle give us a really good close-up of what the car is looking like, or boat or submarine, whatever you want to call it. But I do like underneath how they kept with the theme of etching out either the logo of the car or the name, which this one says Esprit. Looks really cool. Now, is this for me? No. Is this for the collectors? Definitely. I think it looks really good. These are the cars that do break up the norm. I think they're definitely needed in the hobby. What's your thoughts? Will you grab this one from Escort? But now let's move on to some more cars that Pendle are showing are available through them. So continue with Pendle Slot, they are showing us some early pics of the Revo Slot Corvette C5. Now this is available in September or October. Huge fan of this. I'm a big fan of Revo Slot. Yes, we have a lot of Corvettes now in the hobby, but I think Revo Slot doing one to me is a bit of a game changer. They are different metal chassis instead of having your plastic with your 3D printed chassis. So it should perform a bit different. I'm a big fan of Revo Slot, so I think they made the right choice on this one. What's your thoughts? Are you wanting this one? If you are, September, October is the release date. And of course, we've got some liveries to choose out of once they do come out. So some more good news from Pendle Slot and a really good car coming from Revo Slot. So continue with Pendle Slot. They are showing a string of scale auto cars that are available as we speak. And I'll take it from the top. There's a couple on here. The Porsche 963 GTP in the white kit. Huge fan of this car. This one's definitely a must for me, of course. I'm a Porsche fan. Moving on to two other Porsches, the 911 GT3 car number 991 and also the car number 992. Moving now to two Viper GTSRs, we have car number 93 and car number 33. And last but not least, the Peugeot 208 16 Rally Edition. Big fan of this one. I'm a huge fan of Peugeot. I do love rally cars, but 5 scale auto cars available as we speak from Pendle. Jump on them. I think the Porsche white kit's going to sell out fast, but there's some scale auto available from Pendle Slot. So Pendle Slot are also showing the TA71 printed kit of the Mark II Ford Escort, the Hoonigan. This is now available as we speak from Pendle. I do have some kits coming from TA71 to get my hands on them, and I believe this is one of them. So if you are wanting some TA71 goodness, check out Pendle Slot. They have the Hoonigan ready for sale, the Ford Escort Mark II. So another month, another special Buy Electric Dreams, but this time it's not a car, it's a controller, which when I received the email from Marco, I do get the email a little bit early in time to prepare for the news. I was surprised, but a pleasant surprise. Cars are nice, but this is a really cool touch. It's a DeFalco special edition made for Electric Dreams. It comes in its own fancy carry case. But there's a catch. There is only 10 of these available. They look incredible. They're on sale as of yesterday, the 31st of July. 10 only. If you do want one, reach out to Electric Dreams and see if they have any left. But this I think is really special. I do like how it's not a car. So are we expecting something different for the rest of the year? I don't know now. They've kind of thrown a bit of a curveball at me. So there you go, the DeFalco special Buy Electric Dreams. So next up we have NSR showing off an absolute beaut of a Mosley. Now I have a Mosley from NSR in my collection. It's an absolute ball terror on the track. If you haven't seen my review, I will pin it below. But this one to me is the nicest livery they've put on it so far. It is the black Golf livery. We are used to the standard Golf, the blue, the orange, but the black Golf livery looks incredible. If you are sitting on the fence about an NSR car, I have tested one of these. They are incredibly fast. Highly recommend them, but this one might be the one to jump on if you are going to kick off your Mosley collection by NSR. So next up we have Slotted showing off the Nissan R89C, and they are saying it is now available. So if you do want one, jump on it. As you know, Slotted cars do sell out fast, and I think this one will be a hit with the JDM fans and the race fans. I'm a big fan of the livery and the car itself, but if you are wanting the R89C Nissan, it's available right now. So next up we have Carrera showing off a stunning 1/24 scale Lola T70 Mark III-B, car number 15 in a stunning silver sort of gunmetal grey. Now I do have two of these in my collection, but not in this stunning silver. Really cool 1/24 scale car. They do perform well out of the box with the 18 volt. If you are going back to 14.4 volt, I do recommend doing the RMS motor swap. It's good bang for buck if you're not running an 18 volt car. Really cool car, highly recommend it. Like I said, I do have two of them. Is this a must for me? I think it is. That gunmetal grey, I think it's one of the nicest colours they have put on it. So there you go, for your 1/24 fans, another one from Carrera. So next up, some American muscle by Pioneer. We have the Hemi Charger, the Black Widow. Now I have some pros and cons of this. I absolutely love Pioneer. One of my favorite cars is the Legend series. This one in particular, I love the color choices. I love the look of the car, the mold. I think they've done a really good job. And of course, Pioneer do some incredible American muscle, but I just can't do the livery. My personal taste, I don't like spiders or flames when it comes to livery. And unfortunately, being the Black Widow, it's going to have a spider on it. So, but don't let me deter you. This one will hit the home run with so many people. And of course, Pioneer do make incredible cars. So I do love you, Pioneer, but I just can't do spiders. I'm sorry. So next we have some HO news from Bauer or Before Slot. Now, if you didn't watch my latest news, road racing replicas are now available through Bauer. Now, the F-150 is available, to my knowledge, for worldwide shipping. So if you are wanting some road race replicas sent around the world, well, the F-150 is definitely available. And I believe if you read on further that any of their models may be available worldwide. So if you are wanting some Bauer, some Vincent, some road race replicas, or some of their other brands, please check out Before Slot. And if you are wanting them sent worldwide, get in contact with them. But they are saying the F-150 is available worldwide, which is really cool because road race replicas are made in America, and I don't think we get them in Australia as well. So hopefully we'll get some of these down under. So for slot car goodies, let's check out Racetrack Scenics. Now, you would have seen on the news that Racetrack Scenics have an elevated wood kit system for Carrera track. Guess what? They've also got it for scale electric. So if you want to dress up your bridges, if you want to make your track elevation look better, well, they've got this now available for scale electric. Keep an eye on them. They are pumping out some incredible stuff almost weekly. But if you are a scale electric track holder, you've got the elevated track system ready available for you. And for you HO lovers out there in Australia, WA Slot Cars are bringing in some Auto World goodies, and they have the Auto World Deluxe kit. I believe this is the start of some good things to come. I did reach out and say, hey, are you bringing in some more Auto World goodness? And they said yes. So if you are an Auto World fan in Australia, and I'm talking about Auto World slot cars, some people are sitting there going, Trav, we get Auto World at Kmart. Well, that's the die-cast cars. This is the slot car stuff. So check out WA Slot Cars if you're wanting some Auto World goodness in Australia. So what's happening in the world of slot cars? Well, Scale Auto are showing off a monster 6-lane Scale Auto Pro Track. Now this one's installed in Italy at the Milano Slot Car Club, and it's an absolute monster. So if you are in Italy, get down to the Milano Slot Car Club. I was lucky enough to test one of their prototypes at the UK Slot Festival, the Evo, on their prototype track. Of course, this is a lot different. Love to get my hands on it to feel the texture, to see how it performs, but this one is an absolute monster. Can't wait to see some footage. If you are watching Milano Slot Car Club, please send me some footage of this in action, but we have another Scale Auto monster in the world. So that's a wrap on today's episode of That Slot Car Go News for a Tuesday. As always, a massive thank you to you at home for watching and the official news sponsor, Pendle Slot. Please check out their socials. They are linked below and in the channel description. Sorry for the audio and visual, and it does sound very echoey. I know I do have a mic on, but I'm trying to make it sound and look as good as I can. We are packing up this space, this house. We are going back to Australia. I will make an official channel update video once I'm back from America. We've got some exciting stuff planned for 2024, but yes, we are off back to Australia. And I can just say, Slot Shed 2024 is looking good. Also, next week is a big week. We're off to America, Electric Dreams, Slotted. I'm racing in the Slotted Championships of America. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me, but you know what? Someone has to do it. So I hope you do tune in for that. And I am staying with Maurizio for the week, so maybe I can squeeze some news out of him. But as always, be safe, take care, support your local. Oh, and if you do like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. It really does help out the channel. And I do have Patreon, membership, buy me a coffee, and a couple other things if you do want to support directly. I think that's enough. Anyways, take care. Bye.